What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Be Ye Transformed. My name is Tanya, also known as the Praying Trucker. Yes, I am a truck driver, and my truck will be my studio for the videos that I record for you guys. Be Ye Transformed is a site for believers all around the world that may be struggling with sin. I struggled with sin for about 10 years of my Christian walk. When I initially came to the Lord, I was a hot mess. I was a liar, a manipulator. I cursed like a sailor. I was an adulterer, an addict. I was dealing with lust. I was dealing with pride. I identified as being bisexual. Like, I really had a lot going on. And I dealt with those sins for, I know, at least 10 years. I used to beg God, pray and beg God to deliver me from temptation, deliver me from sin, to what seemed like no avail. It was as if God was not listening to my prayers. I used to seek out pastors and ministers and anybody that I thought could help me to understand the process of what it took to walk victorious over sin. And the advice that I would always get is, oh, you got to seek God. You got to pray more. You got to read your word more. And one minister even told me, oh, you just stop. And yeah, that wasn't working for me. That was not working for me. Perhaps that worked for them, but that was not working for me. First of all, I didn't even understand what it meant, to seek God. I was attending church regularly. I was praying. I was fasting. I was reading my word. I was doing everything that I thought I should be doing as a new believer, yet I was still struggling with sin. And eventually I became extremely frustrated and angry with God because I couldn't understand why it was that he had such high standards for his children if it was unrealistic. Like, walking victorious over sin was impossible to me. It wasn't even something that was a realistic goal at that particular time, because of the fact that I felt like, okay, if I'm doing all this and I'm still struggling with sin, like, clearly this is just impossible. This is just impossible to do. And I eventually just kind of got stuck in a cycle of sin, ask for forgiveness, sin, ask for forgiveness. And that went on for years. And then it seemed like, out of the blue, one night God began to speak to me regarding my sins, the ones, the sins that I was dealing with. He gave me understanding as to why I was dealing with those sins. He even told me that one day that I would help people to walk through their process of walking victorious over sin. And when I heard it, I was like, what? Like, it made absolutely no sense to me, because I'm thinking, how in the world could I possibly help somebody walk victorious over sin when I can't even walk victorious myself? So needless to say, that did not resonate with me at all. But I know what I had heard. And then a few days later, when I went to go, read and study the word, it was as if like a whole new understanding began to come to me. It's like a broader understanding of scriptures that I had already previously been reading, previously been meditating. It's like they just began to open up to me. And then the next 6 months, God literally walked me through a process of what it took to walk victorious over sin. And today I know that it is absolutely possible, that it is absolutely realistic for a believer to walk victorious over sin in their day-to-day life. I know some believers believe that that is impossible, but it's not impossible. It is an absolute possibility. I believe that walking victorious over sin is a collective effort between you and God. God has already done his part in that he's given us Jesus, who has set us free from our sin, and he's given us the Holy Spirit, who empowers us to walk that process out. Now, we have a part that we must play. The last individual that I had the opportunity to work with, he said that, man, you should start a YouTube channel. He was like, this is good information that people need to have. And it had never dawned on me to start a YouTube channel. And then once he said that, I was thinking, okay, yeah, that might be a good way to reach more people. So here we have it, a YouTube channel. It is my hope that the information that I have to share with you guys will resonate with you, and it will give you the tools and the information you need to walk victorious as well. And not just, sometimes, but literally to walk victorious in your day-to-day life. It does not have to be a struggle. You do not have to struggle with temptation every day. You do not have to struggle with sin. Jesus came to set us free, and we are free. Now, there is information, there is understanding that we must have in order to walk that freedom out, in order to walk victorious, to walk in it. But we are free. Sin does not have dominion over us. So it is a possibility. It is an absolute possibility, an absolute realistic goal to be able to walk free, to walk victorious over any sin. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're dealing with. I don't care what the temptation. You can walk victorious over it. So, again, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I look forward to sharing with you guys if the information that I'm presenting to you, if it's helpful, if you like it, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I put out any new content. Again, I do drive a truck for a living, so I can't say that I will put content out on the same day every week, but I will put out at least 1 or 2 videos a week. Therefore, you can continue on and each video will kind of build on to the previous video. If you have any questions about any of the information that I give you, feel free to send me an email. My email is praying.trucker01@gmail.com. Again, that is praying.trucker01@gmail.com. That's going to be the best way for you to send a question to me. If you need me to expound on something a little bit more that I've shared with you guys, feel free to send me an email. Now, the comments will be turned off, so you won't have the ability to comment. And that's only because I believe comments are a distraction. Anytime I watch videos and stuff, and I have a tendency to kind of get caught up in the comments. And I know people mean well sometimes, but everybody don't mean well. Some people just nasty. But in either case, the comments will be turned off. But if you have a question, if you have anything you want to share with me, anything you need to ask me, feel free to, again, send me that email at praying.trucker01@gmail.com, and I'll make sure I put it in the description of each video so you'll have it that way as well. So again, welcome. I look forward to sharing with you guys. Tune in. Be blessed.